Go right ahead.
We're going to start as we always do with breath. I'm going to invite you to feel your seat upon the chair. Scoot forward a little bit to the edge of the chair so your sits bones are really nicely anchored and your feet are flat on the ground. And just notice the natural movement of your breath in and out of your body. Allow yourself to feel the ease of the breath as it moves. No rush, no force, simply allowing the breath to gently move in and out of the body. And as we breathe for just a moment, invite you to your intention for this practice today. You might have an intention that's personal, easing pain, or welcoming change. Maybe it's a global intention. May all beings be free from suffering. Whatever it is, hold the intention closely, and as you breathe, realize that everything living on this planet is breathing right now with you, and you with everything that is alive on this planet. Feel yourself being connected to that great quantum field, the matrix of life. And we fully arrive in this moment. Our seat upon the chair, feeling our feet upon the earth, letting our shoulders be light, our neck be long, and our spine to be enlivened. We sit to the side, and then we're going to lift that hand, bring it first to shoulder height, spread your fingers wide, and now slowly allow the arm to rise up so the fingertips point at the ceiling. If your shoulder doesn't want to do this, then you can pause at a little lower level. Lift through your heart. Press into your feet. And now we're going to tip a wee bit to the side. Keep the side body long here. We're taking a side bend. And then we come back to center. Release that hand gently, easily. And now the opposite hand comes long to the side. We start by spreading the fingers wide, activating the arm from the shoulder all the way through the fingertips, like we're reaching. We pause at shoulder height, and then we slowly begin to lift the arm. Again, pausing if there's any discomfort. And when we reach our own personal zenith, we're going to tip again to the other side. And as we're doing this, you might notice one side feels longer, stronger, more supple than the other. Most of us are not symmetrical. And then we come back to neutral. Hands release. We're going to press into our back. We're going to anchor our sits bones. We lift our heart now. Both arms come up and we reach through the fingertips. Again, this is an option if the shoulders don't want to reach high. We're going to take it to the left. And then we're coming back to center and we're going to take it to the right. Keep the breath moving here, up and back to center. Release the hands. Sliding the hands out now on the knees, we gently cup the knees. And we bring our chin to the chest. We're coming into a cat arch. So we're pressing through the spine and we're breathing out. On the in breath, we're coming forward, the chest comes forward, the head begins to lift, and now we have another curve traveling in the opposite direction. We're doing a cat-cow. So this is the in breath. The out breath takes us back to cat. The in breath brings us to cow, and the out breath brings us to cat. And then we come back to neutral. And we're going to twist to the right, lift the heart, bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg, bring the right hand behind, hold the chair, not too deep, and now press into the left foot as we twist. And then we come back to center on an in breath. On the out breath, we're traveling to the other side. So now it's going to be the right foot pressing, the left hand holding, the right hand holding the leg and the left hand the back of the chair. And then we come back to neutral. So now we've moved our spine in its cardinal directions. We're going up, back, right, left, and now we're going to reach laterally. So both hands come like this. Both hands extend. We're reaching across the body now. Bring the hands up. Engage your belly as we come to center, and then we're going to the other side. So feel how your abdominals are working here. And then we come back to center and release. Pause for a moment. Find your breath and slide your hands out to cup the kneecaps. Press into the knees, lift the heart, find a beautiful resting point for posture. Let the shoulders drop. And now the left hand is going to come behind the head. And we're going to just let the right hand rest next to us or hold the bottom of the chair. We're going to be lifting the right leg and bringing the left elbow to the right knee. We're going to breathe out when we twist and breathe in back to center. Breathe out as we twist. Breathe in back to center, and one more time. Releasing the left hand, the right hand comes behind the head. And now we're going to cross the body on the out breath. Left leg lifts, and then back to center. Left leg lifts, Out breath, in breath to center, out breath, and in breath, and one more. And then back to center, release the hands, shake it out just a little bit, find your width. And then sweeping the arms up, extend, and then fold again, bringing your belly to the top of your thighs or toward the top of your thighs. Breathe in and rise. Reach and release. One more time we reach. And one more time we release. And then we come back to neutral. We're walking the feet back now, so we're coming onto the ball mounds of our feet. Hands rest gently next to the pelvis. We're going to drop the heels, press into the feet, and come to standing. So today we're going to do a little bit of balance work. You know you love to, if balance is an issue, bring a chair next to you so that you can touch down as needed. So we're warmed up in the shoulders and we've done a little leg work. So we're going to come onto the left leg, lift the right knee, and then release that to the floor. Breathe in, and on the out breath, lift the left leg. Breathe in, and now it's the right leg. So we're shifting weight, right and left, just allowing ourselves to follow our own breathing here. The lifting is the out breath. Standing tall in mountain is the in breath. We're going to do one more time, lifting that left leg, and then we pause. Coming to mountain, the heart is lifted. Feel your feet strong on the earth. Feel the support of the earth holding your body. And now let's add the arms to that. On the out breath, we're going to lift the left arm and the right knee, and then we release. Switch sides, right arm, left knee, and now we're going back and forth. Of course, if you want to pause and hold on one side to challenge your balance, please do so. Remember, we have learned along the way that as people age, balance diminishes unless we're consciously attending to it. This is consciously attending to our balance. Going to do one more time on each side. And you control how high the knee comes. So if you want it high, you can have it. If you want tippy toes on the floor, you can do that. And now we pause. We're going to go cross body like we were when we were seated. We're going to bring the elbows and the knees toward each other. So we're bringing the left elbow toward the right knee and the right elbow to the left knee. Holding the top of the shoulders may work for you. Keep the breath moving though. Woo-hoo. And then we're going to pause. Coming back to mountain. Oh, ease and breath. So I'm going to turn sideways just for a little chair tutorial. We start with our feet underneath our hip joints, and the feet are parallel. So check your feet. To come into chair, we're going to scoot our bum back. We don't want our knees traveling in front of our toes. You want to always be able to see the toes. So we're coming into a squat. And now we're going to float the arms up shoulder height or bracket the head. We're in chair. We're going to press into the feet to rise. This is going to be an in-breath. And then on the out-breath, the arms float down. And we come back to chair. Breathing in, we press the floor away. And breathing out, we sit back. And one more time through that flow. And when we come back to neutral, we're going to pause. So if you're in a balance posture, have a chair nearby as needed. You may not need it. You can challenge yourself. Sometimes it's just enough to know the chair is there. We're going to scoot our bum back like we're sitting in chair. You can have your hands resting on your waist, your hip joints, maybe at the heart. We're going to shift the weight to the left foot, and we're going to bring that right leg over the top. Balance here. Now, if this is too extreme or the balance is really off, tippy toes on the floor, feet lined up. You choose what's going to work for you. And then we're going to rise out of this by pressing into the bent knee, come to standing, pause here with the knee up, and then release to the floor. Sit back in the chair. Shift the weight to the right leg now. The left leg comes over the top. Pause here, breathe. Then press through the standing leg. Come back to pause with the knee up, and then release to the floor. So now we're going to flow through that. So it's going to be a little quicker. Sit back in the chair. Breathe in. And on the out breath, take that knee over. Breathe in back to center. And breathe out. Pause here. Breathe in. Sit back in chair on the out breath. Draw that knee over. Breathe in back to center. Breathe out as we sink into the chair and cross over. So it's kind of like a dance. Feeling our way into this balance. Shifting the weight back and forth. And maybe you don't even want to stop in the middle. Maybe you're just going to shift the weight right and left. You decide, feel the strength building in the legs, feel the heat rising in the body, and next time you're at center, we pause. Come to mountain. So our legs are nice and warmed up, right? So taking the hands, we're going to rest them on the sacrum. We're going to take a step forward with the left leg, bend the knee slightly, and come forward into warrior three. That back leg is long. Maybe the toes are on the mat. Maybe the leg is lifted. You decide what works for you. And then that foot returns to the mat. Bend the front knee a little more deeply, step back. And now we're bringing the right leg forward. Bend the knee to start with. As we hinge forward, that front leg straightens and the back foot comes off of the mat any amount. And some of you are altering your arms. Maybe they're coming in front or to the side, or maybe it's comfortable. Release that back foot, bend the front knee and step back. We're going to do that again. So now you have the idea decide how long you want to pause in this balance and where you'd like to have your hands. And maybe it's on the chair, do that. And when you're ready, you can switch sides. Notice if your breath is moving. If we're getting into a posture and we're holding our breath, we're activating fight or flight. We don't need that right now. We need less stress. So if you find lifting the leg is extreme and causes the breath to be held, put the back toe down. I'm going to invite you to finish up making sure your sides are balanced. Hands come to heart center. And then we sweep the arms up and we fold to our knees. When you get to the knees, bend the left knee, press the right side of the pelvis back. Breathe here. One more breath here. Then we straighten the left knee, bend the right. The right side of the pelvis presses back. Feel your feet as you breathe. Can you bring weightedness evenly to the feet? Breathing. And then again, switch sides. Switch sides. One more time on each side. And feel the muscles in the legs as they begin to soften. And this time when we come back to center, we're going to release the hands toward the floor, fingertips pointing at the floor. Sit back in your pretend chair. Push into the floor with the feet as we rise up through chair, and we come to standing. Hands release, palms open, heart lifts. We reconnect with our intention. And then we're going to make our way back to our chair. So as we sit and rest here, gently close your eyes and notice the breath moving in and out of your body. Bring your attention to your feet. Feel your feet upon the earth. Notice your ankles, the calf muscles, the knees, Notice how your pelvis rests on the chair now. Feel your way into the length of your spine. Let your shoulders relax just a little more. And notice your neck as it supports the head. And then notice the weight of the head on the body. We return to our intention that we held at the start of the practice. It was personal, maybe it was global or national. And follow your breath in and out of the body. Maybe you can notice the upper lobes of the lungs as you breathe. Let's take it even a step back. As we breathe in, can we feel the air entering our trachea, entering the throat? And perhaps we can feel the air as it moves into the bronchi on the right side, the bronchi on the left side. Breathe and see if we can notice the top lobes of the lung. And breathing a little deeper into the middle lobe of the lung. On the right side, see if we can find breath in the third lobe, the lowest lobe of the lung. And then on the left side, we breathe into the second lobe of the lung. There's 3 lobes on the right, 2 lobes on the left. Breathe into the lower lobe on the left side. Even if you can't feel it yet, just being able to imagine it allows the body to begin to develop that somatic pathway so that it can be felt. Today's reading is from Thich Nhat Hanh. Breath is the bridge which connects life, which unites your body to your thoughts. Whenever your mind becomes scattered, use your breath as the means to take hold of your mind again. And we gently release the interior exploration to the Zoom room. If you have any comments, Marilyn's going to off mute and oh, wait, we're going to close the practice. That's right. Here we go. Deep into our hearts with appreciation and gratitude. And together, we all say, Namaste. I hope that warmed you up a little bit today and got into a little bit of tight spots.